it's Tessa here, and it's the most dreaded day of the year for me, which is spring cleaning. So I've been rocking the deep litter method all winter, but now it's finally time for that to come to a close. So I'm going to show you how I clean my coop in spring to get it ready for the rest of the year. That's going to mean cleaning out my poop trays, cleaning all of the bars and surfaces by using sandpaper and a bleach solution to make sure there's no bacteria. And I'm going to be spraying my coop for preventative care for mites and lice. So, first thing I got to do, clean out the poop trays, drop it onto the ground, shovel all this out, and let's start fresh. Here we go. Messy bun and farm boots on. Ugh, let's rock this. Well, you never know what you'll find in your coop. While I was out here cleaning, I happened to look under the nesting boxes and found this young silver-laced Wyandotte cockerel who is sitting on someone's eggs as a courtesy. Sweet boy, he's gonna be a good daddy someday. So I'm gonna take a break from shoveling for 1 second to show you one of my favorite parts of this coop. So there's Nebula. She has been brooding for quite some time, my poor lady. But down under my nesting boxes where Lizzie-Bet is hanging out, I have this empty space. Now this was intentional. So you see there, I've got my nesting boxes up top, but then if you pivot out, I've got this under area. Now I have a door or a gate system that fits into that little slot right there, if you take a look. And it comes down if I wanted to brood chicks under here in the summer. But this time of year, I don't brood chicks out here because it's just too cold for the heat plates and I don't use heat lamps. So this under part is where some of my broody moms will nest with their babies when the time comes. It's also a really good space if you have like a duck in your flock to have a little bit of extra space. There's Pikachu, she's looking for a nesting box. So that under space is great for different breeds. So you could have ducks that were nesting under there since they don't use a roost like a chicken. Use it for brooding chicks. Use it with a broody mama. Or in this case too, like right now, nobody's really using it. So some of my juveniles are hiding under there from their bigger friends. So it's a really great innovative space. All right, Pikachu's telling me it's time to get back to work. Well, breaks are definitely my best friend today. So I'm going to show you one of the other places in my coop that I love. Now in this video, this just looks trash because I haven't finished cleaning it. But these are my sand trays, which are the poop trays under the roost. So the chickens roost right up top and then their poop falls down into these sand trays. So what I'm going to be doing to maintain them during cleaning is I'm going to go along all of these edges with sandpaper and get off that extra debris that's kind of settled there from winter. I'm gonna do the best that I can because in a few weeks I'm probably gonna repaint these to brown so you can't see the poo as well. But I'm also then going to be in the painting process. I just can't do it now, it's too cold. So I'm gonna do that later. So I wanna get it ready for myself. I'm gonna sandpaper and then I'm gonna use the bleach solution on that. But having that has been a lifesaver. The chickens will agree. It's one of those things where it's easy for me to clean and the birds really love it. Plus, it saves me on time and bedding. So I'm getting close to being done cleaning out my coop. One of the benefits of really giving your coop a deep clean at least 2 or 3 times a year is that you will be on top of any problems that you might have. So in this case, cleaning out all these trays and all of the wood, making sure that I've scrubbed off any extra poop that I can, and then later giving it a new paint job will really make it so that I know that my coop is not going to be affected by mites or lice or parasites. So the last step before I refill is that I am actually going to spray my coop with Electro PSP. Now that is a product that is a preventative for mites and lice and other parasites. It's applied through a sprayer, so you'll see me do that. And this is the one time that I don't use a natural method because mites and lice, if you've ever had them in your coop, you don't want them ever again. And I have experienced it. So I said, no more. It's worth the cost. I bought the Electro PSP I used it, eradicated the problem, and now I spray my coop in spring and fall to prevent them, and knock on wood, we've been good. I also am gonna put first Saturday lime underneath where I'm gonna put my sand, just to also prevent any little flies from coming in or anything like that. So here we go. Oh, I'm done. A little dirtier than I was when I started, but it's worth it. Taking care of chickens is a hard job. And with them being cooped up because of the avian flu, it was extra messy in here. So Santa's little helper and I are gonna show you one more thing that we love about our coop, and then we're gonna take a shower. The last thing I wanted to share with you about my coop is that I love that there's room to grow. So in my coop, I have had to make adjustments with avian flu. I have added netting, which you can see over here. That makes my outside space for my birds safe during these times. So they're able to come outside of the coop and the covered run. But it also gives me room to grow. With this coop shed, it was originally a shed and now it's a coop, so I can keep adding on. Chicken math is real, and I love the fact that if I need to add more nesting boxes or roosting bars, I can. So, if you have any questions at all, be sure to check us out on meyerhatchery.com. Like and subscribe to make sure you get all of the latest news on our YouTube videos. And if you need anything, be sure to reach out. Have a great day, everybody.